So we're just about 40 games into the season, and Coach Doc Rivers is coming up and telling us that our team chemistry is around 95%, so that's really good to see. As you can see, these are the conference standings at the moment. Look at the Dallas Mavericks all the way up, 29-12, but have a look at us, third in the conference at this point, 27-14. Playing really well, and have a look at the Timberwolves there as well, 25-15. Now, one of the goals that our owner set was to win our division, and that looks pretty good so far. The only real threat was the Golden State Warriors. They're 19-22 at this point. But guys, we are going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers in this game. Powerhouse in the East. Let's see how this one goes, and we are wearing the retro jerseys. See you guys there.
And we see the Pacers ready to get to work. Welcome everyone, this is the NBA on 2K Sports, coming to you.
So my priority from the start of this game was basically no easy buckets for Paul George or David West. David West is really a massive, underrated performer for the Indiana Pacers. So consistent every night for them. So basically, if we can try and stop as many buckets from them, that will really help us in the long run. As you see, we're off to a great start here, 7-1 from that bucket from Blake Griffin. Right here, Chris Paul, great pass down to Harrison Barnes as he gets that dunk. Harrison Barnes had a great first half, people. He went off. David West, one of the people we have to stop. Great defense by DeAndre Jordan. No idea how that went in. David West does some crazy things sometimes. Then right here, Chris Paul trying to throw the lob to DeAndre Jordan, but Blake Griffin steals it in midair. There you go. Sometimes 2K just does it. I don't even know why. It would have been a way easier oop for DeAndre. But this time we're throwing the lob to Blake Griffin as he reverses that one down over Roy Hibbert. It's 15-9 now as George Hill finds himself wide open and he's going to knock down that tray. 15-12, man. George Hill really had a game. He came up with some clutch buckets too. As great rebound by Harrison Barnes is looking to take this one all the way. Takes it in on their defense and slams it down. Luis Scola's on his tush. Kia slam cam. Harrison Barnes is an absolute beast. I've already told you this in the last episode. He's so fun to play with. As he dunks on, who's that? Is that Yamahimi? I don't even know who that is. That was too much of an epic dunk, man. Harrison Barnes was totally going off. It's 23-17 going into the first quarter. We had a great start, but they did end up creeping up with people like George Hill stepping up. And here's Chris Copeland taking it all the way. Silly play by me, trying to chase him down with Nick Young. What was I even thinking? But right here, we're throwing the lob to DeAndre Jordan. He will go up and get that. But I have been listening to you guys, and you guys have been saying to trade him for someone who's a little bit, I don't know, less stupid. I mean, like, he makes some really dumb plays sometimes, but, you know, he does make some really good offensive rebounds here and there. Other than that, he doesn't really do much else, and I think I'd rather spend that, what, $12 million he's making next year on someone else in the offseason. You guys have told me A.Verajao would be a great pickup. A.Verajao expires at the end of the year as well, like 9.1 million, so that should be really good if we could pull a trade, something like that off, as Harrison Barnes is just beasting right now. He's dunking all over everyone. Lance Stevenson finds in David West, but still, I think A.Verajao would almost fit in perfectly with this team. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better center. Plays with hustle, sort of like Patrick Beverley, just in a center form, if that makes sense. Then right here, Lance Stevenson going down, getting that layup. Look, man, the Pacers are right back in this game. It's a 1-point game. Blake Griffin going up. Can't get that shot to go with 5 seconds left. DeAndre Jordan gets the rebound and goes up with that shot. It's 39-36 now, going into halftime. We actually played pretty well at the end of that stretch. Chris Paul's been playing unbelievable out there as well, setting up his teammates, and here's the halftime report. Harrison Barnes, 17 points and add 3 rebounds and a block into there. He's just been out there beasting, man. I'm so happy with Harrison Barnes. We got a steal from him. If you didn't know who we traded, we actually traded Darren Collison, and I think a second-round pick, and we didn't really need Darren Collison when we have Patrick Beverley, who's an absolute beast, as Paul George slams that one down. That puts the Pacers up 45-40 now. Here's Chris Paul on the fast break, throwing the lob to DeAndre Jordan. That's his, like, 25th assist or something by now. He's just been going off right now, man. Chris Paul is a beast. Here's Danny Granger, the man who really came up. Look at that slam dunk. Holy dump, man. But still, Danny Granger came up so clutch for us. Look at this post fadeaway over Lance Stevenson. He cannot defend that. Man, Danny Granger was the X factor for us this game. We didn't really have anything if we didn't have him, as he's going to knock down another 3. That makes it 51-49 at that point. Now we're going to jump ahead. Paul George gets his shot blocked, then goes up with the crazy left-hand layup. I don't even know how the dumpy made that. But now going into the fourth quarter, it's 53-51. Big fourth quarter coming up, people. We need a big performance. As you see, pick and roll with Blake Griffin and Patrick Beverley. He's going to feed him for the easy slam dunk down low. Blake Griffin, you don't really see too many like highlights of him, but believe me, he just gets a bunch of free throws. He gets fouled so much, but he does end up getting those points. Oh, here we go. Here's a Blake Griffin highlight with the right hand hook over Luis Scola, man. Luis Scola, a really weak defender. Can't really do much about that. As there's Chris Paul. Look at Luis Scola trying to take a charge as my man DG just dunks all over Roy Hibbert, I believe that was. Right here in the post again on Paul George this time. Man, mentor against student right there. Danny Granger is a straight up beast. And look at the student now going up with the right hand floater. It's 61-60 at that point. And now here's Granger looking to fire up. Look at him fading away from mid. Danny Granger straight up beasting. He's hot right now. He's red hot. As we go out to Paul George wide open at that long range 2. That is clutch, man. 3 minutes to go, just above 3 minutes, as we nearly get this steal. 1 second left on the shot clock, and Paul George knocks that one down. It's 66-63 now. That was a huge bucket. As now Chris Paul's wide open for 3, and he's knocking that one down. You want to see clutch? That's clutch right there. So here's Roy Hibbert on the inbound, out to George Hill. Was that a set play? I don't even know. But if that's a set play, I want to start running that, because that was epic. It's 69-66 now, as here's Paul George taking it into the defense. Makes it 71-66. Now they're starting to pull away. We need a big bucket to Nick Young for 3. That's why we have Nick Young out there, man. Stretches the floor and can knock down that shot with that sweet J he has in this game. As here's Chris Paul knocking down the 3. Clutch bucket, 72-73 now. Chris Paul's absolutely going off. Here is pick and roll with Danny Granger, and he's taking it to the rack. And 1. Count the bucket. That was huge. Here's the free throw. He can't convert though. That's a bad miss from Danny Granger. 74-73. We're up by 1. Roy Hibbert for the mid-range J with 1 minute 20 to go. Huge bucket by Roy Hibbert. Back out to PG, who finds D West. Out to George Hill, wide open from the baseline mid. I don't even know how that happened, but we're down by 3, and that's not good. Chris Paul with the shot. No good. In and out. Just rolls around the rim. Huge miss by us. Here's Lance Stephenson taken into the paint. Great defense by us. BG with the rebound. Now here's a big possession. Out to Danny Granger for 3. And he misses it. No way. He was hitting clutch shots all day since then, and he missed possibly the biggest one, as now we're down by 5. Going up Chris Paul for 3, and he knocks that one down. It's 77-79. Now we just pray for some missed free throws. Here's George Hill, misses that one. However, he would convert on the next one, so it's 77-80. We need a 3 to tie up this game. We're going to the man, my man Danny Granger, who's been knocking him down all day. Gets it to go, but was it a 2 or was it a 3? Let's have a look. It was counted as a 2. They didn't even go back to review it. I don't even know. That looked so close to me, man. So I've decided to come back and review it. And as you can clearly see, Granger did have his left foot inside the arc. That's a sad ending to such an epic game. But guys, if we can go ahead and reach 60 likes on this video, that will equal the next LA Clippers MyGM mode gameplay. And let's have a look at who is the player of the game. And of course, it's Paul George. He stepped up major in the fourth quarter. But once again, thank you for watching. That'll do it for me. I'll leave you guys with an interview with Paul George and Doris Burke and the game stats after that. Screwjet it out. Cheers.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
We'll continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.